panel on the technicals, we are joined by Hitesh Idnani, founder, CEO, Trend Tech Consultants, who's joining us from our Kolkata studios, and the fundamentals, Jitendra Sharma, partner, equitystrategist.com, who's joining us from our Delhi newsroom. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us here. And on profit, Hitesh, I'll start with you. Technicals, where are they stacked up right now?
Right, if you see globally, S&P has broken a very critical support of 1040. This is a level which has been proved to be a support for 4 or 5 times in the past 6-7 months. So it's a very critical support that has been broken in the S&P. And because it's broken this critical support now, we are seeing a pattern of a lower bottom having formed in the S&P, which kind of indicates that the bull move has come to an end. Potentially it has come to an end. Now, if you look at the picture which happened globally before the crash in India in Jan 2008, China was one of the leading countries which led the crash. In fact, China had a high of about 6150 in October 2007 and had crashed to 5100 levels before the 21st January crash that happened in India. So China was one of the leading markets for the crash. It went to a level of around 1650 in October 2009 and currently it's around the 2350 levels. Whereas India is very, very close to the top of Jan 2008. So if there was a catch-up to take place, there could be a very, very sudden sell-off in India.
Alright, so pretty cautious there. Jitendra, what do you think? Because Ashok, he's an engineer joining us from Bangalore. Ashok, good afternoon. What's your question?
Hello?
Yes, Ashok, go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah. Hello, madam?
Yes, go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah. I have bought 1,000 shares of Reliance Corp. One month back at the rate of 181.
Alright, you're making money. What's your target?
No, I don't have any target, but I need, my target was something like 200 rupees or something like that.
Alright, he's not looking for lots of money here. He wants to know whether it's going to happen in the short term. What do you think, Hitesh? Do you see strength in Reliance Communication? We've seen lots of movement in the MDAG and the ADAG stocks. News just coming in about RNR and RBAR. And of course, for Reliance Communications also, there was a buyout. On the charts, it moved up well, has now kind of stagnated. Is it poised to hit 200 to 10 soon?
I think it's a very good entry point, 180, 181, as you mentioned. I mean, the stock has rallied from there and it's showing a lot of strength currently. It's entered into a new bullish kind of a pattern and we definitely see a run-up of 10 to 20% from here. So if you can keep a stop loss of 172 on this counter, there's a very high probability that we see a 10 to 20% move in the next 1 to 2 months in this counter.
What do you think, Jitendra?
Query. We have with us an email that was sent to us by Rajit Kumar. He's sending us the email from Kochi. He's an engineer by profession, wants to know, can I average now? He is a long-term investor. He holds 100 shares in DLF that were purchased at, that's a very high price, around 325. Wants to know what are the long-term prospects. His risk appetite is just about medium. Again, he can't afford really to take much risks. He's already in the loss at about 13% cut on his investment. Clearly, that's his one stock which remains to be very, very volatile. News-driven, tends to fall quite sharply whenever the market's correct, and in an uptrend, it's difficult to gather momentum in the absence of any significant news flow. Jitendra, how would you look at DLF? Alright, Hitesh, what would you say on DLF?
Ashu, as you mentioned, real estate as a sector has been hammered down very badly from the Jan 2008 crash. DLF was at a level of 1220 around that time and it's currently hovering around 280, 285. My take on real estate would be that it's a high beta sector. If the market were to correct globally and in India, real estate would get hammered further down. So I would say this is not the time to average in this counter. Hold on to this counter. If there is any rally in this counter, use the rally to exit this counter and possibly get into a number of other sectors which are more promising like banking, auto, pharma and IT. So yes, I do not agree to average right now, but yes, you can hold on and exit when the next rally happens in this counter.
Alright, don't buy anymore. But if you do get an opportunity to exit higher price, use that opportunity. That's the advice that Hitesh has. Let's take you what other brokerages are saying about DLF. They remain pretty bullish on DLF. Kotak says buy DLF with a target of 340. Kim Engineer Securities states you can just hold on to the counter with a target of 270. More of of your queries are lined up on buy sell. Stay with us. We've got Inder. He's joining us from Mumbai. Good afternoon, Inder. What's your question?
Madam, I got the Praj Industry. Bought at 250 about 3 years back. I want to average it now. I want to buy another 1,000. Can I buy it now?
Right. Just a few months back, sugar stocks lost a lot of ground. Did you think of buying then, or do you think now is a good time? Alright, maybe that question should come to you, Jitendra. Now, this one, wait for that traction to happen, because for the last more than 6 months, this stock is just consolidating in a very tight range. How much more patience should this investor exercise? When should he look to average?
See, Praj has been range bound, like you pointed out, between 70 to 120 for the last 6-7 months. Now, when a stock is in a range, either we get a breakout or a breakdown. So what the investor can do is keep a stop loss of 70. If the stock were to break down below 70, you could exit out there. But on the other hand, if it were to break out above 120, which could potentially happen in the next 6-8 months, given that the overall market remains good and the sector continues to perform well, in that case, then we could look at riding the rally, keep 120 as a stop loss in that case, and see as to how far the stock goes. Potentially, I'm not very sure whether you can get that 250 purchase price very soon. But yes, maybe you could see 170, 180 if the overall market were to remain good.
Let's bring you how prominent brokerages also view Praj Industries. KR Choksi has a hold rating on Praj with a price target of 91, and Alchemy has a sell rating. They're contrarian. They have a price target of 70 on Praj Industries. Alright, let's take our next query. And this one is on the stock which has been in the news all throughout the day. The SMS sent to us by Priyanka Mohan. She's a homemaker sending us the SMS from Delhi. She holds 120 shares of Monet Ispat at 380 rupees a share. Wants to know what she should do. Should she book her profits at this point of time? Should she stay hold in this one? She has a low risk appetite at this point of time. Jitendra, Monet and perhaps look to re-enter at declines. Hitesh, Monet Ispat, do you share the same view, or would you still hold on to this particular company?
The counter is currently looking very bullish. The charts are quite bullish. So, but since you mentioned that risk appetite is very low, my suggestion would be to keep a stop loss of 370, ride the move with a target of around 430 to 435, which could happen in the next few weeks.
Alright, if you do not have a lot of risk appetite, look at a target of 430 and exit your holdings there. That's the advice Hitesh has. Hitesh and Jitendra, thanks so much for joining us on NDTV Profit and helping us with all the queries we've taken up. Hitesh, as you go, please leave us with your picks and disclosures.
Yes, I would recommend a buy in Biocon. Currently it's trading around 315 to 320. The charts are very bullish right now. We could keep a stop loss of 298 with a target of 360. And LIC Housing Finance is another counter which we are very bullish on. We could keep a stop loss of 945 with a target of around 1100, 1075 to 1100 in the near term. And by way of disclosure, Trendtech Consultants, me or any of our clients could be having holdings in any of the counters discussed today.
Jitendra?
4-1 in the last game, and I would really support Germany, wishing that they reach to the very top.
Alright, Hitesh and Jitendra, wish you a happy weekend.